So it's been 2 days since I last recorded. Um, but I have been consistent in terms of the prayer. I did pray for 30 minutes yesterday and the day prior. Um, so I'm making one video for day 2 and 3, mainly because I realized I didn't really have much time to record for day 2. So I'm kind of doing day 2 and day 3 at the same time. I think the biggest lesson I learned is to prioritize prayer. Right. On day 2, um, I didn't really have much time at the end of the day to pray. And although I was able to squeeze in, the prayer, it wasn't as intentional. I kind of just forced it in because it's something I had to do for the challenge. And when I was reflecting on day 2, I realized if I'm kind of, well, for context, for the 30-day prayer challenge, I'm doing it like around 8 p.m., right? So I'm doing it at the end of the day. Um, so when I was reflecting on, day 2 and day 3, I realized how important it is to prioritize prayer and work your schedule around prayer rather than um, try to fit prayer into your schedule, if that makes any sense. So the changes I'm going to make is I'm going to, instead of praying at 8 p.m. in the evening or 8 p.m., I'm going to pray in the morning when I wake up. Like after I do my morning routine, I'm going to pray. I think this affords me the opportunity for one to prioritize prayer. And if anything happens throughout the day, at the very least, I've done my prayer. And I guess on top of that, starting your day with deep, intentional prayer is probably gonna be beneficial for the rest of the day. So that was day 2 and 3. Nothing too crazy happened. Um, it definitely is getting easier to just talk, right? I found that specifically in day 3, I started deviating a bit more from the structure and I started just talking more. Yeah, and another big thing I realized, is the importance of kind of interceding for other people. Day 1, day 2, day 3, I found myself praying, like half of the prayer was for other people. It made me think about, all the times in the Bible where we are told to love our neighbors as ourselves, right? The second greatest command is to love other people. And because I found myself praying for more people, like I wondered why was it that when I prayed in the past, I didn't really dedicate the time for other people. Um, and the answer seems obvious, right? Because I'm praying for 30 minutes, I have more time to actually talk to God, and because I have more time, I'm able to intercede for other people. Whereas before, when I would pray for 5, 10 minutes, I really wouldn't have time. So there would be no praying for my friends or my family. So I think this is something I definitely want to keep being consistent at, even after the 30-day challenge, because I truly do believe in intercessory. I believe in the power for prayer to intercede in the life of someone, right? I believe that God can, you know, I don't want to say work faster, but I believe God can take what we have to say and use that to affect someone else's life. So essentially, to summarize, on day 2, I learned the importance of prioritizing prayer and, if possible, pray in the morning before you actually begin your day. And on day 3, I learned to dedicate time for other people, right, in your prayer. If you have to increase your prayer by 5, 10 extra minutes, do so. Because in you praying for other people, you are demonstrating your love not just for God, but for your friends and for your family. And indirectly as well, it probably does edify your soul. So thank you guys for listening, and I will see you guys tomorrow.